Good morning, everyone. Here's your Mormon News Update for September 19th, 2024. First, today we will go to the church newsroom where Elder Quentin L. Cook of the Quorum of the 12 Apostles has concluded a 10-day ministry to the Asia North area of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. The last leg of his journey was to Tokyo and Osaka. On September 10th, the apostle discussed the importance of interfaith cooperation for humanitarian projects with the Reverend Yoshiharu Tomatsu, Chair of Religions for Peace, Japan. Elder Cook also visited the headquarters of a Buddhist movement in Tokyo. Because Christians comprise only 1% of Japan, Elder Cook said interfaith collaboration with the Shinto and Buddhist faiths, among others, are essential. We can't do it with just the Christian faiths, Elder Cook said. We've got to do it with faiths that are historically significant. I'm not sure why they put those two sentences together, but it's making it sound like Elder Cook said that Christian faiths, specifically Mormonism, is not historically significant. And they're wonderful faiths. To have a strong relationship with them helps to have friendships and unity and collaboration in a way that builds each other and strengthens each other, and they appreciate it deeply to have that kind of relationship. And now we will go to a post from the ex-Mormon subreddit made by someone who is seemingly a very active Mormon. They entitled the post, "The Church is Much Stronger Than You Think." It says, "I keep seeing and hearing Exmos and podcast heroes celebrating the fact that people are leaving the church at a higher rate than ever, in droves, and even taking credit for the current trend. Well, I hate to break it to y'all, but the church is much stronger than you think. I have insider knowledge as I am currently serving as a bishop for the last 5+ years. Here are 3 inconvenient truths to add to your empty shelves. 1. The temples are more crowded than ever, especially with our youth, and this is with many new temples in the last few years and more to come in Utah and beyond. It's almost impossible to get a reservation. People are going online at midnight 3 months in advance and refreshing like they're trying to get Taylor Swift tickets. 2. And good or bad, I remember wards where there were 600+ members on the records, with only about 150 people coming to church being a common concern back in the 80s. Now, even though this example might illustrate a different issue, this was obviously not due to the work of internet predators like Dr. DeLynn. And back then, people just stopped showing up. They didn't make grandiose declarations on social media and then throw away all their shirts with sleeves. 3. The missionary program is stronger than ever, with 77,000+ missionaries and growing. And just yesterday, Dr. DeLynn, with a big stupid grin on his face, stated that he has it on good authority 40% of RMs are leaving the church within 6 months of coming home. Wrong. I recently had a training where we reviewed some statistics from the missionary department, and this number is super false. The actual number is a small fraction of this. I won't say it here because why feed the beast? Of the 30+ missionaries I have sent out, I can't think of even one who has left the church, and I'm still connected to all of them. I know this is a small sample size, but 40% is ridiculous. Do you even care that the self-proclaimed truth seeker got caught in a lie again? And why so much glee? For the record, the younger generations are less religious all around the world, but this phenomenon is happening at a much lower rate in our church. Overall, the church is healthy. Your modern-day virtual mob might want to pump the brakes on the death martyrdom celebration. Sorry to cancel all the dancing on our grave. Every generation has unique challenges, and I admit that the yapping internet hyenas are successfully finding some prey, but you still have a lot of work to do in destroying faith. The biggest obstacle you face is you. The lives of those who leave usually end up in a dumpster fire. I know this is an apologetic trope, but it gets repeated because it's true. I know there are some anecdotal stories of people whose lives have not been completely ruined yet, but this is an exception to the rule. Be honest with yourself. Look around. Look in the mirror. Is your life better in meaningful ways? You are always welcome to leave the building, but why do some of you feel the need to burn the place down behind you? I know this is another apologetic trope too, but again, seriously, why? This is selfish and cruel. Your neighbors and families are still inside. I do have some family and close friends who have respectfully chosen to leave, but they're good people who still care about human decency, and I love and respect them. No sweat. Misery loves company should be your slogan. Relax. Go get some sunshine and touch the grass. It's not God, but at least it's better than the weeping and wailing of the lost souls on Exmo Reddit and the podcast preachers. Go visit a church and you'll see that it's not the scary place described on here. It's still the same wholesome, loving place you spent your happy childhoods. It's just a lot of sincere people who are doing their best to love and serve and have a connection with heaven. This is true from the primary kids to the prophet. With only a small handful of exceptions, every large group has some fringe Mormons. Almost every Mormon story talks about how they were very happy in the church until they were shocked to hear it was all a huge fraud. Again, what is the purpose of a church, I ask? By their fruits ye shall know them. We are all just searching for happiness, right? Well, we still find it in the church, simple as that. I know this post is long, but I also know that you're going to cancel me, so I only had one shot. And I've been looking at this miserable Exmo Reddit for a week, and I plan on removing my records today anyway. I'm guessing he's meaning from the Exmo subreddit, not from the church. So go ahead and excommunicate me from your echo chamber with all the downvotes. Irony, hypocrisy, I understand though. The Delinite thought police rule with an iron fist in this cult of personality where all the woke, pseudo-intellectual cool kids go to try and convince themselves that truth and morality are all relative. This is your new religion. The guilty take the truth to be hard, but God's laws are the same as the laws of the universe and the laws of nature, and the laws of science, and so on. Whether you believe this or not, there is no way to circumvent the consequences of choosing your truth over the truth. Wickedness never was happiness after all. The Book of Mormon is so quotable. That Joseph sure came up with some brilliant stuff off the top of his head. Kind of miraculous, am I right? Dylan, on the other hand, is exactly like those greedy 80s televangelists. Dylan is even worse, though, with literally no redeeming value. Y'all need a better hero. He pretends to be a truth seeker, but all he actually cares about is his image and enriching himself. The collateral damage of his ruthless war on faith is broken hearts, broken homes, and hopelessness. I am singling out Dylan as the current leader. He will love this characterization. Dylan loves him, some Dylan. And face of the mob, but he's just one of the latest core whores. By the way, read Alma 30 and tell me Joseph miraculously made it all up. Keep reading. Alma 32 clearly has a divine origin as well. I just read this back and saw that my tone is pretty condescending. I'm just so tired of all the yapping. Real lives are at stake, and this pack of vengeful Exmos are cruelly and relentlessly trying to pick the vulnerable stragglers out of the flock. Reckless, selfish, mean. So, sorry not sorry. A good shepherd protects his flock by forcing wolves to remove sheep's clothing. At the risk of mixing metaphors, your new emperor has no clothes. And I know I should be the one to take the high road as the Christian, but come on, your avatar is a tapir. So clever I can't stop laughing. The bitter Exmo mob is a bunch of pre-Columbian tapirs butts. Again, sorry not sorry. And then he puts this sarcastic ending. Salutations, your post has been removed because this anti-religious organization does not allow differing beliefs to be shared, as it is offensive and disruptive to the other members who are simply trying to not worship in peace. I wouldn't normally give voice to something so incredibly disgusting, but I think sometimes it's important to remember that, as it's been said, a cult is a group that won't let you leave with your dignity intact. And this guy who claims to be a sitting bishop is treating people this way because they no longer believe the same way he does. If you're listening and you've never been Mormon, you just got a little glimpse in what it's like to leave the church. And now let's go to Tyla.com for an article that says, social media users and telewatchers have become transfixed in recent weeks with the secrets of the Mormon community, predominantly their unflinching rules when it comes to intimacy and relationships. And after stumbling across a list detailing the stages of intimacy online, some spectators have been even further blown away, with many arguing the list goes one step too far. One Reddit user has recently taken to social media to add fuel to the debate by sharing an image of a list they claim was shown to them during a Mormon presentation at Utah's Brigham Young University, which is sponsored by the Mormon Church. And according to the image's caption, the user was informed that numbers 1 through 12 are generally deemed okay, while numbers 13 through 19 require reporting to bishop. So without further ado, let's get into the alleged admissibles. Number 1, eye to body. Number 2, eye to eye. Number 3, voice to voice. Number 4, hand in hand. Number 5, hand to shoulder. Number 6, hand to waist. Ooh. Number 7, hand to face. Number 8, lips to hand. Number 9, lips to cheek. Number 10, foot to foot. Number 11, lip to lip. Number 12, lips to face. As the Redditor user explained, though, there are some points on the list that would be considered out of bounds in Mormon culture. Number 13, hand to upper body, light petting. Number 14, body to body. Number 15, hand to lower body, heavy petting. Number 16, mouth to upper body. Number 17, mouth to lower body. Number 18, body to body. And number 19, full intercourse. Unsurprisingly, the list has left readers completely divided, with some arguing that the restrictions aren't too hard to obey, whilst others are left concerned over Mormons' freedom and autonomy. And now we will go back to Reddit because I learned something from the ex-Mormon subreddit today. This person said, "Please tell me I'm not the first to figure this out. For starters, I've read the CES letter a bunch and have been out since before COVID, but I found something out that I've never heard anyone else mention, and I haven't been shaken up like this since I first left 6 years ago. Okay, so I've been writing down in bullet points all the arguments made in the CES letter, so I have nifty information when my brain 404s on me. And I was in the polygamy section about Helen Mar Kimball, Joseph's 14-year-old child bride, when he was 37. And the CES letter reminded me that this was a 23-year age gap, and I had an idea that I actually use on all predators to prove how sick they are, and it's find out how old their oldest child is compared to their youngest victim. Well, we all know Joseph and Emma's first child, Alvin Smith, died on the same day as he was born, June 15th, 1828. Do you know when Helen Mar Kimball was born? August 22nd, 1828. Joseph Smith's youngest bride was born 2 months and 1 week after his oldest child was born. I literally feel sick. Please tell me someone else figured this out before me. And last up today, we will go to Scripture Central's Instagram page for a call out that they issued. It says, "Attention Scripture Central fans, we are looking for extras for our Good Samaritan Parables shoot next week out at the church's Goshen set. If you or someone you know is interested, please fill out the Google form found at the link in bio. We will be selecting 40 extras from the application submitted. We can't wait to see you." As a reminder, Scripture Central is through a series of businesses funded by the Mormon Church, and the shoot that they're talking of is in Goshen, Utah. I clicked on the link in the bio and went to the Google form, and this is what it says. Be a volunteer extra for a short film, The Good Samaritan. Scripture Central is excited to be producing an exciting historical reenactment of the biblical parable, The Good Samaritan. It will be a short film in the style of The Chosen, depicting this story in a new way. I can't wait to see what sort of apologetic way they are portraying this in. We welcome you to be a part of this experience, shot on the same set used in the LDS churches, the Bible videos, and The Chosen. This film will be shot at the LDS Motion Picture Studio in Goshen, Utah. 16800 South, 12800 West, 84633. Requirements. You must be available on September 25th, 2024 from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. and plan to be on set all day. This is a volunteer opportunity. You will not be paid for your time. Dark hair is preferred for all extras, but not required. Minors must be accompanied at all times by a parent. Parent must be an extra too. Release forms will be distributed on set and will be a requirement for your participation. Beards are a plus for men. If you are a man, try not to shave before the shoot. Period costumes are provided. No need to bring your own. 6 a.m. call time is to facilitate wardrobe, hair, and makeup. Information. We will provide a hot lunch and have craft services, snacks, food, drinks available all day. We will also provide a $25 Visa gift card to all participants to help cover transportation expenses. There is also an opportunity to be an extra on the following dates: Monday, September 23rd, Tuesday, September 24th, and Friday, September 27th. Please indicate in the form below if one of those dates works for you. Thanks for your willingness to participate in this exciting opportunity. Important. Please note that completion of this survey does not guarantee the opportunity to participate. We will reach out to you via email if you are selected with additional information. Thanks. And that's your update for today, folks. I absolutely hope you have the day that you deserve.